Literally, all we're doing is hacking the system a little bit and forcing you to motivate yourself and forcing you to do something good for yourself. Okay, 415 calories. Wow, I was tough one today. Morning, I'm Coach Devin. I want to talk a little bit about progress pictures and posting progress pictures. I'm a big fan. I think it's important. Some people ask a lot though, why are you doing it? What's the point of progress pictures, Devin? Why do you post pictures in the morning when after you're doing cardio? We're gonna get into that right now. Before you go and hit that like and subscribe down below. Hit that bell, it tells you when I'm making a new video. Whole point of doing this is I've been a fitness professional in this industry, helping people lose weight and get more fit and feel great and live their best life for 28 years now. Getting pretty great, as you can see. And I've owned a gym for 11 years. I've been doing this for a while. There's a lot of nonsense and silliness in the market. A lot of stuff on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, with a lot of baloney. So please, subscribe, hit that bell, share this with your friends. I'm trying to make videos that give you real information, good information, and things you can use and your friends can use so they don't make the stupid mistakes that we've all done and some of the silly mistakes I see my clients make. Okay, progress pictures. Somebody said to me yesterday, Devin, lately I've been on a kick, I want to get more lean, so I've been posting progress pictures in the morning. And my client was ribbing me a bit. He's like, yeah, we all have seen your abs, dude. You don't have to post more of them. I'm like, okay, I don't do it because I have a big head. Do I like having abs? Yes. I love the process of getting more fit. I think it's cool. I like seeing the changes in my body, and I'm hoping that inspires other people to go, shit, he did it, so can I. But something to remember, that's not the real reason you post them. The real reason I post these things is the same reason that I feel like I have to be fit all the time, and that is public pressure. It's interesting, public pressure. I talk a lot with clients about, if everybody could self-motivate, if everybody, could get out there and make themselves do things without being pushed, I wouldn't have a job. Gyms would exist, there would be no trainers, because everybody could just do it themselves. They wouldn't need anybody, which, you know what, that's great. It's amazing. That would be fantastic. I mean, not for me, obviously, but for everybody in the world, it'd be great if you didn't need a gym. That's not a real thing. So, people need motivation. People need to be pushed. I'm the same. I'll tell you right now, I work a lot harder if somebody's with me, if I'm in a boot camp, working out with a client. I'll bust my butt, man. On my own, guess what? Your phone gets in the way. Next thing you know, you're doing 4 other things. It's not a good idea, right? It's easy. It's very easy to get yourself doing something and in reality, not getting a lot done. That's a simple thing to do, and you have to remember that. So how I combat that with clients and with myself is creating public pressure. Social media, goods and bads. There's all kinds of good and lots of bad on social media, but public pressure of doing something will quite often make you do it. We post progress shots of clients all the time, and we're like, oh, so-and-so lost, 6 inches this week. Okay, that's great. They lost their 6 inches, but we tag them in it. And when we tag them, they see it, but all their friends see it, and their network sees it. And guess what? Not only do they inspire people go, wow, that's awesome, good for you, which is good marketing for me, be clear. But more importantly, it creates a certain amount of public pressure that you have to do this. You know what I mean? You've started something, you have to follow through. Look, no one has to follow through with anything if nobody knows about it. That's just a fact. If I'm like getting up in the morning, getting on the bike and saying, I'm gonna get myself as lean as I can get, where I'm a client, I'm like, I'm gonna lose 50 pounds or 100 pounds or whatever I need to lose, if I say that, but I don't tell anybody that, what happens? Well, not a lot. In reality, very little happens. And the reason that very little happens is because no one knows and nobody cares. I mean, in reality, nobody cares what I post anyway. For the most part, I mean, there's a few, right? But I mean, it's not a ton. But if you post a progress picture, I post a progress picture of you, the likelihood is a lot of your friends and family are going to see that. Your coworkers will see it. And now there's some pressure to continue. I do exactly the same thing with myself in the morning. You know, I tell clients, take a progress picture once a week, every week, you know, strip down a little bit and take a picture. You'll be happy you did in the future. Measure yourself every week, you know, weigh in every week. And not that I love the weigh-in side of things, but, you know, do some things to keep yourself on track. Those things are important. But I post a progress picture most mornings, and I hashtag it Project Fit Devin. Then the last couple of years, my third year saying, okay, I'm going to get ripped now. It's not about me being cocky. It's not about me showing off. And that's my client was like, okay, yeah, we've seen your abs, right, dude? We know you have abs. It's about the little changes. Every single day going, okay, put in some time, put in some effort. Let's see some changes. Let's make some changes. And you know what? If I do it, and I force myself to do it, and then I put it out there on social media, and I'm like, look, here I am. This is my goal. This is what I'm doing. And then what happens? Well, if I stop, people say, what happened? People will immediately ask. And if they don't ask, they're thinking it. And if they're thinking it, guess what? Now I feel the public pressure of having to do it, right? I feel like, I got to do this because if I don't follow through, if I am not successful, what kind of person am I? Public pressure sometimes is helpful. I mean, listen, to be honest, public pressure quite often keeps you doing some of the things you do anyway. I mean, you don't steal things. Some people don't steal things because they're honest. Some people don't steal things because of public pressure. You know, I mean, in the end of the day, society is built around public pressure to do the right thing at the right time. All we're doing with progress pictures and posting them is hacking that and forcing you to stay on what you're doing. Literally, all we're doing is hacking the system a little bit and forcing you to motivate yourself and forcing you to do something good for yourself. It's the whole point. So when I do it every morning, do it because it's going to keep me honest. I do it because I know I have to now. I do it because I'm not going to be a lazy ass and say I'm going to stay in bed today. I got to get my ass up. I've said I'm going to do it. Now I'm going to do it. Here we go. Same thing applies for you. Take a picture. Post it online. Tell people what your goals are. Take a picture, post it online, and tell people what your goals are. Because you know what? Every single week when you post that, people will say, good for you. You'll get positive reinforcement, which makes it easier to work out, makes it easier to eat better. And on top of that, it will keep you honest. Kids, it will keep you honest. And you'll be saying, shoot, I have to do this because I said I was going to do it. And when I said I was going to do it, now I have to do it. And because I have to do it, I will do it. And guess what? Virtuous cycle, good things happen. That's the hack, kids. That's the entire hack. It's not about looking good, necessarily. It's not about showing off. I mean, it could be. If you like the way you look, post away. Lots of people do. It doesn't hurt anybody. Right? I mean, what's the worst thing somebody's going to happen? They say, wow, that person seems to be full of themselves. Who cares? It's the internet. Most people are. I mean, when you boil it right down, most people are that way. So why stress out about it? About what people think, what people are, going through their minds? It doesn't matter. Who cares? At the end of the day, the important part, are you forcing yourself and hacking the social dynamic of life to say, I'm going to motivate myself and motivate others on the way? You will if you post progress pictures. You just will. It's the way it works. And look, in the end of the day, there's going to be some haters. There's always going to be that person that's like, nah, who cares? I say to my kids, turn the page, right? Lick your finger, turn the page. It doesn't matter. Who cares what that person thinks? The person's not important. What matters is being positive for yourself, doing something to keep yourself on track. And guess what? You don't know who you're going to motivate. You may motivate someone and they never even like your picture. I've met lots of people who say, I follow all your stuff. I don't know who they are because they've never once interacted on social media with me, but they follow all the things I do. That tells you the power of social media. And you can hack that. Hack it for yourself. Post a progress picture. Tell people what you want to do. Say, listen, this is what I want. This is what I'm going for. This is what I'm doing. I'm doing this so I keep myself accountable. You know what? People respect that. I guarantee you people will respect it, because you know what? This is the industry I work in, and we all respect when someone's trying to do better. And if we don't, we're just a knucklehead anyway, and you don't want that person in your life. You have comments, questions, things you want me to talk about, or if there's ways you know to motivate yourself, to stay on track or motivate others, write them up in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Have yourself an amazing day, everybody. Go get at it. Don't fight the awesome.